Hey, before we dive into today's episode, we want to tell you about something we created just for you.
It's called The Beginning. It's a mini audio course, and that's exactly what it sounds like. Not a finish line, not a transformation overnight, just a starting point.
Because here's the thing, you don't have a motivation problem, you have a nervous system problem. And that's what this course actually addresses.
It walks you through awareness, emotions, nervous system regulation, boundaries, trust, the real foundations, the stuff that has to come first before anything else can stick.
It's the 1% shift. You go from a zero to a one, and from a one, everything else becomes possible.
You don't need to be ready. You don't need to have it together. You just need to be willing to take one small step back to yourself.
The link is in the show notes. Go check out the beginning.
We're waiting for you. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Heal Yourself podcast. And you got Kira and Denise today. Hey, hey.
Hello, hello.
This was my topic of choice this week, and Denise is like, what? I want to talk about AI. Like, I feel like it's relevant to healing, which sounds funny, but like there's so many avenues we could take this. You know what I mean? Like, even if it's just like, oh, I'm using ChatGPT to put in my lab work and help me come up with supplements or lifestyle changes, or I'm using ChatGPT as my therapist, or you know what I mean? Like, there's so many things.
Yeah, I mean, you and I use AI. We're not just going to sit
Mhm.
here and be hypocrites and say we don't use it. But I mean, AI is technology, right? And just like, because it makes errors just like humans make errors,
Mhm.
right? Because we make mistakes all the time. So does AI. And sometimes, maybe people just take what it says as the truth,
Yeah.
whereas it really isn't because I've caught so many errors. Sometimes I'll be using it professionally, and then I'll be like, usually what I do is I type my analysis, I type what I think, and then I let it refine some things or whatever. And it will spit out. And then I was like, wait a minute, but you just contradicted yourself here, here, and here because I'm actually reading it and I'm not just actually copying and pasting.
Mhm.
So I've caught it. And then it's like, and it tells me, oh, yeah, you're right. Good
Yeah,
catch. And I'm
yeah.
like, well, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I think that maybe we are addressing it from the point of people are one overly using it and two relying on it as it is the ultimate truth, whereas it isn't.
And that's my issue. Like, and I feel like you and I have had this conversation probably on multiple episodes now, but like we as a society don't know where to pause. You know what I mean? Like we can't slow down. It's like, oh, more is better. And so let's go, go, go on the AI. And like you said, completely taking things for face value, like the labs and stuff. And this is where I think there's pros and cons. Like we use it in the health space, right? Like the gastroenterologist I work for, it's genius. It takes our transcript from Zoom. Like literally, I just hit the button. When I get off Zoom with the patient, it transcribes and puts everything I have suggested into bullet points for the patient. So it's not coming up with its own suggestions, it's mine. That saves me time. Like that's great. But now we have people who are like, I have these symptoms, what does it mean? And here's my labs. Can you tell me your thoughts? Which again, I think is fine to an extent, but this is where we as humans, like, we can't find that delicate balance. And it's like, okay, great. Maybe it gave you some ideas. Maybe it gave you a diagnosis that a doctor couldn't figure out, but you're just going to completely run with like, oh, I need to take these supplements. I got to do this. Like you don't know. Like there's multiple
And it's
layers.
not right. And I feel what you're also trying to say, Kira, that people are also maybe not hiring a functional doctor or a functional nutritionist or a was either Western medicine or Eastern medicine, whatever they believe, whatever they were going to or they were about to go to, whatever they believe, what I'm trying to say, instead of they're relying on ChatGPT to give them the supplements, whereas the other human being also digs deeper into the history, into there. Because I know what you do with your line of work as well. You're not just looking at lab work, you're also looking at patterns, you're also looking at history, you're also looking at
Interactions with medications, like stuff that AI,
exactly.
like you might not think to put in the system. You might think it's irrelevant, but it was so relevant. And this,
Right. So they're using it instead of like hiring a lawyer, hiring a doctor,
yes,
hiring a functional therapist, functional nutritionist, functional
yep.
doctor.
And I think that's my issue is like I've seen people online like I fired my therapist. I fired, like you said, my lawyer. We used it. Like we didn't with the whole house situation. I put everything in there, but we still hired a lawyer. And I think that's where the piece is use AI in a smart way. Like, don't take it for face value. Don't use it for everything because now we've got studies coming out that are showing like people are literally losing intelligence because they're not thinking for themselves anymore. It's like, no, please still think for yourself, use it responsibly, but also use someone else, right? Like, if you're using it for a therapist and you never talk to anyone about your problems, that's an issue. Like, if it's the self
Well,
trust.
it's analyzing what you're only telling it. So, and I know sometimes it asks you questions, but I saw it the other day too. Like sometimes ChatGPT or, AI tells you what you want to hear, tells
Yeah.
you what you're feeding it, right? It's not digging deeper into the interactions, into the upbringing, into the conditioning, into all of that. So that's truly not replacing a therapist or a natural healer, whatever, you believe in. And same thing with lawyers, like you said, it helps you maybe draft the emails,
Mhm.
take away the emotions and the tone, the attitude from emails, help you write a more professional, neutral email. However, the lawyer also went to school, and it's not just the schooling, the experience that that lawyer gained that could help you in your situation. And the doctor, the engineer, whatever, the mechanic, it's just, I don't know, or the teacher, the speech therapist, all of the other professions. I don't know, like when people tell me like they're so afraid of AI taking over, I always like remind myself and tell them there's a lot of things that AI can't do,
Yeah,
right?
and it's missing the human touch. Like I think that's my biggest concern with some of this, right? Is like when we look at the healing journey, it's looking within. It's learning to trust yourself. It's learning to sit in silence. And with this, I'll call it advent of AI. It's been around for a while, but now it's like a boom, right? We've got cars that drive themselves. We've got everything. Like artificial intelligence is everywhere. Hell, we even went to Sweet Greens in California, and here, like in Austin, people make your food. There, he goes, "Oh, no, no, no. You enter it at the station and the robot makes your food." I'm like, "What the hell?" Like, you know what I mean? I know Denise is looking at me like,
Oh gosh, I haven't heard of that.
"Yes." And
I've seen where the little cart delivers it.
oh my gosh.
That's in LA, not because in LA they have so many
Yeah.
things.
But my thing is like, it's taking that away from the healing journey then because people are going to trust themselves less. People aren't in silence. We talked about this on the last episode of people are overdoing stuff, social media, everything. And now this is just another layer. You know what I mean? Like I see people who will literally be like, I don't know what to do for this. Let me ask ChatGPT. And okay, okay, let me Google this instead of Google. Let me ask ChatGPT. Like we're not doing the stuff that we need to do. We're not even thinking anymore. And if we stop thinking for ourselves and having these inner conversations, we can be wrong, but that's okay. That's how we grow. Now we're just relying on something else. Everything else give me the answers. I don't want to do it myself.
Yeah, and that's just also outsourcing your power, giving your power away, not trusting yourself,
Yeah.
not trusting your intuition. And what's happening when you do that? your intuition, that voice just lessens and lessens, and you can't just, and then fear increases when
Mhm.
intuition
That's
lowers.
That's actually like that could be a whole episode, but I want to touch on that because I think that is so important that you just said that. And I heard someone else say that recently too, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I never thought about that." Like when you lower your own intuition, when you stop trusting your gut, it does. Fear rises and that takes
Yeah.
over. And that is crazy to me, but it makes so much
But
sense.
then what we do is we say this is intuition,
Yeah.
but it's not intuition. It's fear because the intuition voice is lowered. So you're not hearing it. And then you're saying that this is, the fear, whatever the fear voice is what it is. And I think this is just also by not pausing, by not becoming still, but just not trusting yourself,
Yeah.
not trusting that you do have the answers. But again, this also goes back to we want the answers yesterday,
Yeah.
right? So that's the speed and the lack of stillness.
Yeah.
I mean, it goes back to the episode where we did with the love and fear. It's either you're doing this out of love or out of fear. And I think there's just so much fear. I mean, look at the news. It's all about fear. It's fear based.
Um, yeah.
The whole, nothing is love based in
No.
the news and in the social media. I mean,
Yeah.
rarely.
And I also feel like using AI, I'm not talking about the cars and some of the other stuff, right? But I'm talking about like using ChatGPT, using Claude and continuously asking it questions, health related or not, right? You're just going to continue to get information. Like that's just going to lead to information overload too. And I feel like you're going to get in that, what is the saying? Analysis by paralysis or paralysis by
Or
analysis?
analysis paralysis. I think it's it. Analysis paralysis. Yeah.
Something like that. But seriously, because AI doesn't end, like it doesn't shut up. Do you know what I mean? You put something in there and then it'll ask you another question or give you something else. Would you like me to do this? And of course, human nature, we're like, well, yeah, more is better. Like, yes, give me that. And then it asks you another thing. Well, would you like this? Okay, yes, please, give me that too. And it just,
I know. I've had the point where I told ChatGPT I needed to stop right now because
yeah,
it
like,
doesn't stop. It just keeps going. Yeah.
and that's the thing. You're getting in your head and now you're out of your body, right? That is not healing. Like you cannot heal if you're solely in your head, and that's what AI is doing. Like it's just giving you
Yeah.
this endless information. And now, again, we're getting into that fear. So now we've dysregulated the nervous system and we can't heal when we're in a dysregulated state. And so we're in this vicious cycle. Meanwhile, you're thinking like, yeah, I'm making progress because it told me these 6 supplements to take and it told me my labs, this is wrong and this is wrong. So I'm changing my diet, which you think it makes sense, but you're just in this loop.
Right. You're just increasing the toxicity
Yeah.
and you're not pausing and you're not taking a walk and you're not stepping away from the information overload. It's the same thing as when you consume social media. That's information overload. When you consume all these blogs and articles, information overload. Same thing with the videos, the podcast, or whatever. We're not telling you not to listen to them, but information overload sometimes paralyzes you,
Yeah.
like you said. And we just need to, like, again, go back to the previous episode and pause because sometimes just walking, it's not about the doing more.
Um,
It is about, and we're going to go back to the cliche of the being.
yeah, it is. Because that's the thing. You can use AI, right? We're not on here to tell you not to use it because we use it. But it goes back to all the things that we've been telling you guys in these episodes. It goes back to last week. It ties in perfectly of sure, put your labs in, use it as a therapist, do XYZ on whatever your healing journey is looking like in the moment, but pause and ask yourself, do I need more information? Do I already know the steps I need to be taking? Am I listening to my intuition? Or am I completely giving my power away and I'm just pedal to the metal? Give me more information. Give me a new protocol. This one didn't work. So give me the next thing. Just pause.
Yeah, and AI is not going to heal you.
No.
Neither are the podcasts or the videos or the blogs that you're reading or the courses that you're taking, including ours. It is not them.
Yeah, it's not the information. It's
It is
who are
you.
you becoming?
Absolutely. Who are you? And it goes back, and I think maybe we need to just cover it next time, not today, with the let's talk about alignment.
Mm.
It is all about alignment and that difference between who you want to be or where you are and who are you becoming, etc. So I think we can just cover it. We can talk about it another time. That's our new topic, alignment.
I think it's
But
important because it goes back to the whole being and doing. And that's where I feel like people are stuck. They're stuck on the doing. Like, I'm going to say this, with all the love, but listeners right now, 99% of you are stuck in doing. Truly. Like, if you're listening right now, you are looking for the next thing you can do on your healing journey versus who do I need to be to get to that place?
yeah,
But that's the hard
I
part. We always talk about
yeah.
this, right? That's the digging. That's what's required.
And the doing does come from the fear
Mm.
because you look at something and you're afraid and then you keep doing, thinking the doing is going to fix it.
Yeah,
But we don't fix problems with the same consciousness that we created them. We
yeah,
step away from it, right? So that's why I've been very intentional. And again, it comes back to you. I have been very intentional when I notice fear arising and I step into the doing because of the fear, I step away. I take a walk, color,
mhm,
journal, read, do something completely different, scream into a pillow, whatever it is. But I just remind myself, but this is the intention that I'm doing because I don't want to go into the whole, like you said, the hamster wheel, the doing, do, 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 do.
yeah. I
And
think
that's what AI
it does.
reinforces,
Yes, that's my point.
right?
Is you,
It
yeah,
reinforces that hamster wheel
it's
because what's next? What's next? What's
yep.
next? What's next? What's next?
And it's not helping you become a different person. It's not helping you become the person that has amazing relationships. It's not helping you become the person who believes they can heal. Like it's not doing that. It's just giving, giving, giving more information. And so I think we have such a society of sick people, mental and physical, right? I don't think this is helping. I think it's going to make things worse because now we're also disconnecting from other humans and we need other people. Like we've seen the things, right? You guys have read, what was it, Into the Wild? Do you remember that book or the movie?
Mm-mm. No, but I know we need other people. We need that
Yeah,
human connection. We
but
need the
people
connection. We
forget
need the
that.
hugs. We need the eye contact,
Yeah, you're
the
not going to get that
warmth.
through ChatGPT. There's no empathy there.
Why are they doing skin to skin when the baby's born?
Yes.
Not because, oh, we feel like it right now.
Yeah. And I'm not cuddling up with ChatGPT. That ain't gonna cut it.
No, you're not. I mean, I think somebody will probably do that
Oh, no, no,
eventually in
no,
the
girl. I've
future.
seen stories. There's people that are trying to marry
Oh God.
their partners from Chat. I know.
Okay.
That's
Yeah, but I mean, we use it professionally, so we don't want to be hypocrites. We use it for emails, we use it to organize our thoughts, organize our notes. I use it a lot to organize because sometimes I type in a lot of stuff and a lot of observations. And then sometimes when I tell it, these are my thoughts, this is what I wrote, just make it flow for me,
yes.
right? Like make it, like you said with your notes, instead of having for you to go and then take 30 minutes to type up the notes that you just said, it just took your words and then put them in bullet points and then you're good to go,
Mhm.
right? It saved you 30 minutes where you can spend with another
Yeah,
client or writing an email,
exactly.
helping another person, right?
Versus
So,
saying, give me the information. Hey, give me a protocol for this patient. Like
yeah.
that's a concern.
Right. We also use it. I mean, I've used it where, yes, you know, you do analyze like some things, but I don't give up my therapist.
Yeah.
I still have my therapist. I do ask it questions. And sometimes I can address on the therapist, and sometimes, but don't let it take away your thinking. Because
That's
sometimes what
yeah.
it tells you, it's like, sometimes I doubt it. I'm like, wait a minute, you totally analyzed it wrong.
Yeah.
So
I
I
think
think that's where we are with this. And I honestly don't think it's gonna, I don't know. I mean, I like AI, but I don't think it's gonna take over because I don't think we can ever erase human connection. Human
No,
connection is needed.
we can't, but it does concern me with things that it is taking over and how, again, humans, like history shows,
Yeah.
we have trouble like regulating things, ourselves.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean,
Ugh.
just keep that in mind, you guys, as you're using it. Because again, we use it, but just don't give away your power. Pause before you use it. Ask yourself what Denise always says: am I getting into fear? Like, is this love or is this fear taking over? That's not where we want you to go with this. And
Yeah. And if it's fear, and most likely it's going to be fear, step away.
yeah.
Kind of, like when they say, step away from the vehicle. Step away from whatever you're doing. Seriously, sometimes you'll be surprised what stepping away, doing something else will it will do a lot of
Yeah,
wonders and good. Seriously, I mean, you and I have seen it all the time.
yeah. And
Stop trying to circulate and like keep going and going and going around. Because sometimes you're going around in circles, you're not going anywhere,
most are. I mean, we were on
right?
our healing journeys again in mind, body, and spirit, like going around in circles. And it's like, and you're gonna forget stuff, Like there's times
Yeah,
I don't even pause to ask myself, is this love or fear? But it's
absolutely.
okay. We're human, and that's why this podcast exists, right? It's
Yeah, and they're not going to go away. Like today, for example, I did notice a pattern come come in, but I didn't obey it. I didn't succumb to it. So I noticed it. I was like, wait a minute, I noticed you, but I didn't do differently. I did differently. I didn't succumb to it, to the guilt or whatever. And it was guilt. And I did something completely different. I didn't succumb to the guilt. So that didn't go away, but I didn't engage with it. Does that make sense? So healing, sometimes we feel like everything's going to disappear.
Mm-mm.
It's not, but you're just going to be
You're a different
reacting
person.
differently to it.
And that's the
Yes,
beauty. Who would I
responding.
be? Yes. Who would I be? I would be a different person responding to this. That's
Absolutely. Yeah,
change.
I made a mistake. I said reacting. No, you're going to be responding differently to it. Eventually, it will lower, or it will come less and less. But I think this was my biggest misconception about healing, because I would think it's going to disappear,
No, because
but
life
it
keeps
doesn't.
happening.
Yeah, life, it will be lifing.
Mm.
It's just you, because you have identified differently. You've changed your identity, you've ascended to who you want to be. So you respond differently to the thing.
Yeah. All
What
right.
is the action step? I don't think there's an action step.
We said a few things, and it's a reminder.
Yeah.
Just ponder how you use AI if you're using it, and if it's serving you, or if, again, it's fear-based.
Yeah. And then, yeah, so, and tell it to shut up sometimes, because it keeps going.
It does keep going.
I know, can you imagine somebody just talking your ear off?
Yeah, it doesn't stop. It just keeps asking questions. Would you
You're
like
like,
a
shh.
handout? Would you like me to put this into a spreadsheet? Would you like this? No, I would not. Thank you, though. Okay, do you want to do our breathing?
Yep, just as usual. Breathe in for 4, pause for 4, exhale for 4. And our mantra is,
It is safe for
it
me to
is safe for me to trust myself.
Okay, good.
It is safe for me to trust myself. Alrighty, again, if you're driving, please don't close your eyes. However, if you are not driving, close your eyes, hand on your heart. Let's breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. It is safe for me to trust myself. One more round. Inhale for 4, 2, 3, 4. Pause. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. It is safe for me to trust myself.
All right. See you on the next episode, guys.